Wait for some people to come on in. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Happy Saturday night. How's everybody doing? Hello. Hello, Julie. Hello, Betsy. Uli. Everybody I've missed so far. How's everybody doing? Hello, Gloria. Happy Saturday. How's everybody doing this fine Saturday? You got your wine? Good. I do too. Got mine. I actually started it yesterday because I had to make sure I like it. And I do. It's good. Matter of fact, yeah, I'll wait before. Go ahead. We'll refresh it now while we're waiting for some more people to join us. This is another one of the from St. Michael's Winery. Last weekend I had, not last weekend because I wasn't here, the weekend before that I had the Golly Wobbler Black, which is this also, but it's the full throttle. It's really good. It's a blackberry and grape wine, grape neutral spirits, and natural flavors added. So it's about the same as the one I had last time. I keep wanting to say last week, but I wasn't here last week. But it's a little stronger, but good. So. Oh, poor Raven. I hear you. I understand. We all have those days. Thank you for sprinkling. So, I know you all saw that it's going to be giant. We know I have a flair for liking things big. Between my ice creams and my gingerbread houses, I like the big things. I like my men big. Anyway, so I actually got inspiration from this on YouTube. I don't remember the YouTuber off the top of my head, but I will link it in the comments later. Yes, bigger is always better. I will link their YouTube in the comments when the live is over, only because that's probably one of, I don't want to say my biggest pet peeves, but there's a lot of us out there. There's a lot of us crafters. There's a lot of us DIYers that we, do things. If I get inspiration for somebody, I definitely want to give credit where credit is due. And, I hope that other people have the same respect. So I definitely want, because this part of it's not my original idea, but the rest of it is my original idea. So we're going to start with some of these things. I know if you've been in any Dollar Tree groups, you know what these things are. You know what these are mainly used for, but that's not what we're going to use them for. These are the Hot Wheel tracks. They come 2 tracks for $1 at Dollar Tree. Can't beat it. Not only is it a good deal for what we do, but it's also a good deal if you need to get Christmas presents. Stephanie wouldn't be alive without, that's what she said. I'm so glad you made it this time, because most people let them go and it makes me sad. Thank you for sprinkling, Vicky. Do I say Stephanie again? I was like, no, wrong name. All right, so for this, we're only going to need 1 track. And I am going to cut it down, but I'm not sure what size I want quite yet. So I'm going to take about that much off. We all know I'm not good at measuring, so it's a little less than half. You can use scissors, but we all know I like my box cutter. My box cutter, I use everything for everything. So I'm going to cut off, like I said, just a little less than half, leaving just a little more than half. That's why I love a box cutter. It goes real easy. Well, welcome. We always love when we have new people. I'm going to come in a couple inches from each side, and I'm just going to cut a little snippet where the track kind of curls. And that's going to help it so it can bend. Has anybody been doing any crafting today? So as you can see, now this bends really easily. I'm just going to sit here and kind of work it just a little bit while I read some comments. Do we have anybody that has been doing any crafting today, or just relaxing today? Anybody been doing any dressing up for Halloween parties? Welcome, Janet. All these new people. I love it. I love it. I had to put my cat ears on tonight, you know, to be a little festive. I was going to do the nose and the whiskers and all that, but then I'd probably be staring at myself all the time. I'm already sitting here looking at the sparkles on my eyes, which kind of distracts me a little bit. Stephanie, you say that, but you've been doing a lot lately. This gingerbread house, yes, I made this one. It's 29 inches tall. It's very, very big. But yes, I made that one. It's information about that is actually on my Facebook. All right, so my intentions when I did this was to use the Dollar Tree Halloween buckets, which is what the YouTuber used that I saw. And I know some of you saw the Gaps and Cracks video that I did where I made the cupcakes, and you saw me fill this bucket. So my intentions for this was to use this. So I'm going to kind of use this, but I'm going to end up switching into something else. So you can either use a Dollar Tree bucket or you can use what I'm going to show you. So as you can see, I just painted it with chalk paint. I would have liked to have not painted it yet, and I'll show you why. So what you're going to do, yeah, Stephanie makes some awesome stuff. Matter of fact, she doesn't know it, or she might know it. I ordered one of her gingerbread heads that I'm waiting to come home here. So what you're going to do with your track is you're going to basically kind of make a handle. So see, it's going to end up being a giant cup. Now, it would have been better to not paint this first because one, it would have been easier for it to stick. And two, then I could have painted everything at one time. As you see, I did not do that. Us crafters do make mistakes. My new video is not up yet, and it's not my fault. I've been trying, but for some reason, it's just taken extremely slow on YouTube for whatever reason. It could be my connection, could be YouTube, I don't know. But as soon as the video is up, I will definitely post it on my Facebook, and we'll just say this is one of the molds, or this is the end result of the mold that I made. So basically you are going to glue this down. The issue being, I found when I did this on my other bucket, is no matter what glue I used Gorilla Glue, I used the hot glue, it did not stay down. The person I followed said that it did stay down and that they held it until it glued. I'm not finding that to be the case for me. Not saying that's not true. So what I did is I've taken just some small screws. These are just little teeny little screws, and I screw it in. So I have my handy dandy drill here, and I try not to use power tools when I'm live, so if it goes wrong, this is when it's going to go wrong. Especially because I probably do everything you're not supposed to. So I will tell you how to do certain things. Doesn't mean y'all gotta listen to me. And I think we're going backwards. Alright, so then I just screw one in. See? Got it all nice and screwed in. And then we take the other one. Now we're going to do the same thing. This side's going to be a little bit harder because you're going to have this track in the way. So you're kind of going to have to go in at an angle. At least these won't run out of batteries because they plug in. But hey, if it gets the job done, right? And this is why I say if you bend the track some, it kind of helps. Even if you can get it to stick long enough for you to be able to screw it down, that'll help too. But I've not seen where in the long run using hot glue is going to get this to stay. And if this is something that you want to be able to last and keep around, I suggest something stronger than glue. All right. So, there we go. We have 2 screws in, and there's your handle. Now it's a big giant cup. At this point, what I would do is you can either paint it all with chalk paint, like I did here. Chalk paint this too, as your base layer to paint whatever color. Or what I would do, but we've had rain here. If you know anything about Maryland weather, actually our area has been put under a state of emergency because we've had some raining and flooding and things like that. So I haven't been able to use my spray paint. I would have spray painted everything down and then painted over it with the color I wanted. Or they actually make a red in this, which has the primer and paint all in one, and I would have painted the whole thing red. That's what I would have done. But like I said, because of the rain and the weather here, even if I was out on my porch, it wouldn't have dried in time to do today. Any questions so far on our big cup that we have right now? See, and now that it's been screwed, it's a lot more sturdy, which I like. Yeah, it could have held it long enough to help it to screw, but it definitely wouldn't have stayed in the long run. Yep, it's like a large cup. Yeah, you could even go underneath with some hot glue, but because this isn't the one that I'm going to be using, I'm not worried about putting the extra glue in, but I did actually put extra glue in the other one. Yes, this is the spray foam. Like I said, when I did the cupcake video, go back and check it out, the the tutorial on how to fill the cupcakes with the spray foam. I filled this bucket up as well. That's the one that I said, wonder what she's going to be making. This is it. So I filled it up probably to about to here, and as you see, it's expanded to make a nice little dome on there. But it wasn't big enough. You know me, I need it to be bigger. So we'll get rid of that. Went to Dollar Tree the other day, and I was like, yesterday, it's like, man, I really need to get a new bucket because, again, I was originally going to do that bucket, but but I wanted one that wasn't painted because I wanted to be able to paint everything all at one time, make it easier for you. And then I saw these. How cute are these little buckets? I'm like, they're perfect for Christmas. Only problem is they have handles, but we could just cover that up with some, I got a gnat right there. This is what happens when you buy bananas. I'm not buying any more bananas until we get a good cold snap because the gnats are about to drive me crazy. Anyway, found this cute little bucket. It's got handles, but we could always cover up the holes with some ribbon or something like that. Or even some fake snow, something so that you don't see them. I always try to make sure I get at least one can of spray foam when I go into Walmart. All the time. So I was like, oh, this would be awesome. I could add a handle on this. It would make a really cute, like, coffee mug, right? Yep. Still not big enough. So, who knows what is one of my favorite stores to go to when I go on vacation? Besides a Christmas store. Does anybody know? If you've been with me for a while, you know what the store is. My other favorite store to stop at when I'm on vacation, because there isn't one around here, is IKEA. Got to love the IKEA. If you're only going there for meatballs and a little cranberry sauce, got to go to IKEA. All right? So, when I was at IKEA the last time, I love looking for the stuff that they have on sale because they do always have tons of stuff on sale. I buy it, never know if I'm going to need it or not, and I spotted these trash cans. They were $1 and some change. Janet, I don't seem to be freezing on my end. If anybody else is having that issue, please let me know. If not, it might be your connection and you might just need to go out and come back in. Anybody else having an issue? Let me know before I keep going. Okay. All right, I'm going to keep going. If we're having an issue, just let me know. Only because, like I said, we've been having a lot of storms and stuff here, so it may be that I may freeze. If I do, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep on rolling with it, okay? So here is the big trash can that I got from IKEA, and like I said, it was $1 and some change. It's huge, and the information on it, you can see. If you need to know, I can put it in the comments after the live. And if I'm having connection issues, that could be why I'm having a problem uploading the video to YouTube too. Told y'all, we're having storms and all around here. We've had lots of people that have been flooded, and it's been a time. So this is what I ended up using. I also did the spray foam in this one, but what I did was, because nobody wants to fill up this whole thing with spray foam, it would probably take a couple cans. So I had an empty spackle bucket that I put inside, and as you see, that ends up filling up most of it, and then I just filled up with the spray foam from there. That way I didn't have to fill up all of it. No, I got this from IKEA. They do have nice trash cans from Dollar Tree, but as you see the size difference, so that's why I said you can use this from Dollar Tree, but because I had these from IKEA and I liked the size of them and the shape, that's why I went with them. It really looks to me, and I'll show you in a second, more like a teacup. But you could use this from Dollar Tree, or you can use, like I said, the trick-or-treat buckets or even that Santa bucket. You see, I have so many buckets right now, it's ridiculous. You're welcome, Janet. So then I would do the same thing. Do the track, the size that you want it, screw it on, spray paint all of it, or paint it. Like I said, I couldn't spray paint, so I ended up painting this one. So now we have a big giant cup. Isn't that cute? I mean, you can't get better than that. That is just adorable. It's a big giant cup. But it can get better because we're going to make it better, right? We just can't have it like, I mean, you could leave it like this and just use it as a decoration, a photo prop, anything. But what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and make some spackle icing for the top. And we're going to do a little bit extra from there. So let's go ahead and start our icing. Of course, we have to have our bowl to mix it in. I don't know if y'all are like me, but you save Tupperware forever. It gets crusty and then you end up throwing it out. Don't throw it out. Save it for making your whip topping in. So I have my Red Devil. And I'm almost out of my dab. So I'm probably going to use the rest of what's in here to make my whip topping. I'm glad you're enjoying it. I told you, sometimes if I am gone for a week, it gives my brain some time to be able to think and get some ideas, and then I binge YouTube and get some inspiration. Okay, so you all know this is the lightweight spackle. Again, this is the Dab brand. This is what I get from my Lowe's. If you're not familiar with the lightweight spackles, I do have a video if you go on and check on my Facebook where I can pair the different types and I show you the different consistencies and the different colors. Now I'm out of my dab, so then I'm forced to have to go to Lowe's again. Yay and boo at the same time. And then I'm going to use some of my dab. As you see, it's very bright white, much thicker than what I just scooped out. And I'm going to need quite a bit for what I'm going to be doing. Actually, I'm going to need some, and then Braden's going to need some tomorrow for his live. I hope you all come to that one. If you are new here and you don't know, hi Rita, welcome, welcome. Thank you Raven for sprinkling. Hi Crystal, glad you could join us. Braden does his live on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And he has a fun Christmas thing as well tomorrow that I will be his assistant for. And if you're wondering where my boy is, he is in his room relaxing for the night. Just drop that, that's okay. He hasn't been feeling the bestest, but I think it's just allergies this time of year. Him and I both kind of suffer from sinuses and allergies, especially with the change of the weathers. So, all right. So I'm just adding some white paint. The white paint, one, helps loosen it, and two, it helps the Dab brand, which is the Dab brand. I always want to call it Dab, which is more of a grayer color, be more white. So we're just going to go ahead and mix this up. And it helps loosen that Red Devil brand. The Red Devil, when it's not mixed, is really good when you're doing your whip toppings, when you want height, because it's a thicker consistency. You just have to watch what piping tip you're using because it can be hard sometimes. It can be difficult to get out of the tip. So, froze again. I'm sorry, Janet. I'm hoping not. Oh my goodness, 20 degrees? That's crazy. One thing, I've been thankful we haven't had to turn our heaters on yet here, but it's definitely, it's going to be getting there soon. Well, Stephanie, you're all the way up in Washington State. I would think it's definitely cold there. The winter flip-flops. Are you wearing your flip-flops with socks? Fuzzy socks? So I'm just going to put some here in my piping bag. I am using a 2D, which is the Sunny brand from Hobby Lobby. It's just a star tip, a nice big star tip. When I'm doing stuff like this, because I'm not piping like around an edge of a cake or anything, I don't really worry about what the number or star is, as long as it's a nice big one. Betsy, let's not talk about Florida. I have to wait until April to get there. I was just looking. It's like 100 and some odd days until I get there. I'm like not even halfway. So just a little over 6 months before I get to Florida. I'm ready. I miss Florida so much. See, Stephanie, you must be used to that kind of weather. I don't like cold weather. I don't mind it. My problem is I don't like snow. And people around here, especially the area I am in, Maryland, they don't know how to drive in snow. I did go to college outside of Philadelphia in Pennsylvania, and they didn't care what the weather was like. You went to school. So you drove in it, whether you wanted to or not. Here, people don't want to drive in anything. All right, so we're going to take our big giant cup again. And I'm just going to put some nice pretty spackle or whipped topping all over the top of it. Like I said, I may end up having to put more. See if I can try to see what I'm doing here from the... It's hard to see what's going on in the front when you're working from the back. And as you see, I'm definitely going to need to fill the piping bag up again. This will take quite a few piping bags. And I did end up stopping to get my Wilton bags because those Amazon bags were a time. And I knew if I was doing something like this where I needed lots and lots and lots, I wanted my good bags. Oh, thank you. And when like I said, when I saw the other person do it, and then it had a light bulb for me that I had to put my twist and spin on it. Because again, I like to make things even bigger than life. So even after we get this done spackled, we're still not done what we need to do to it. And I want to say hello to everybody. Actually, this one I am probably going to keep because I do absolutely love the idea so far. So, but we'll have to see how it comes out. But no, I have no plans on selling this one. So you might have to try this one. All right, so we're gonna poof. All right, and add some more piping. And like I said, we're gonna keep going until we kind of pretty much fill the whole thing up. Yeah, I do think this tip out of all of them is my favorite. Stephanie, and it's funny because even here, I'm not a big coat person. My thought is if I'm out playing in it, in the cold, playing in the snow and stuff like that, then yeah, I need a coat. But if I'm just going from my car to my job to my house or whatever, I don't like big bulky. I don't even like long sleeves. I'm like constantly pulling on them. My sidekick is relaxing right now. He will have his live tomorrow. Vicky, come on. This is why I like to teach you all. I want to see you guys make them. I know you won't have the, unless you have an IKEA around you won't have the big IKEA cup, but I love when I see you all get inspired and start making stuff yourself. It's one of the wonderful things about crafting. And I think we might just have exactly enough to finish this. Sometimes I'm good and I don't even know it. I mean, I know it, but you know what I mean. Linda, do I see your comments? I do see your comments. I might not see all of your comments because it's hard for me to work and watch comments at the same time. But yes, I see your comments. Stephanie, I see how you are. You're just trying to disconnect. That's like when you don't really hang up on somebody. I get what you're saying. I get it. Oh no, I didn't mean to hang up on you, I swear. Okay. I get it, I get it. Get the air out and get it down. All right. Oh, thank you for sharing. Sprinkling. All right, so we now have all of our whipped topping on there. Move some of this stuff out of the way because I have a plethora of stuff going on here. You'll see. So, I got some on the handle. That's all right. So this is what we have so far. Like I said, we have a big, giant cup, which has now been so beautifully frosted. All right. And I'm going to move my drink over here so that I can move this over here. And now what we're going to need are some Dollar Tree trees. You can use the white ones or you can use the green ones. We know, or if you don't know, if you're new here, I like traditional, but I don't like traditional, so I'm going for the white trees because I absolutely love the white trees. And I kind of want to go with the white and red. But you could go with a green tree and keep it more traditional if you want to. You really have issues, Stephanie? I have issues too, it's all right. So we're going to take the trees out. And of course they all come with these little legs so you can put them together. I'm going to ditch those. We don't need them. And then we have this on the bottom, which just pulls off. We're going to ditch those too because we don't need those. So you're going to have 2 trees. I'm doing 2 trees because if you're familiar with Dollar Tree trees, say that 5 times fast. They're not very full. They're not very big. They don't have a whole lot of life to them. So I'm going to put 2 trees together to kind of give it some extra oomph. I mean, if you're going to have a big giant cup, you need to have at least a good tree with some oomph to it. Yeah, my Christmas tree is far from traditional. My actual, because I'm in a small home, I can't do multiple trees. I can probably get 2 in here and it not be too crowded. But my main Christmas tree is like turquoise and purple are my main colors. Now we do buy, whenever we go on vacation, we always buy an ornament every time we go. Actually, we buy an ornament and a magnet. The magnet goes on the refrigerator. So the ornaments are usually kind of more traditional, so they'll be scattered into my non-traditional tree. So kind of just fluffing them out a little bit so that way I can end up putting them together. Now, you could zip tie these together if you wanted to, or I'm going to show you another way to get them together if you don't have zip ties. Right. So I end up kind of sticking them together, but I put one up a little bit. So you can see that this one's up a little bit higher than this. Vacation, that is one of those things we do often. I need mental health days. I think everybody should have mental health days. But we go often. Normally, actually, this time of year, we're in Williamsburg to Busch Gardens. And I'm not sure why we didn't make it this year, but we didn't. So here I am. Because if not, we would have been there right now. So what I do is I just take one of the long ones and I just kind of wrap it around the bottom, which will secure the two trees together at the bottom. And then I just take the long one that's on the shortest one that comes out the top. So like this is the long one on the longest one. This is the long one and the shortest one. And I just wrap it around and that will secure the two together at the top. Like I said, you could zip tie them together. You could hot glue them together. Whatever works for you. But I find this just to be easy. I love. Peacock is usually my inspiration. So my mom's like always trying to buy me everything peacock. Which, I mean, I love them. I love the colors. But believe it or not, my favorite is the albino. The pure white peacock is my favorite. So, all right. So now we have both trees together. And as you see, once you start fluffing it out, you definitely have a fuller tree now. Instead of just the one little tree. All right. Well, it has some more life to it. Vicki, you just got to do it. I save, and that's what I do. I couldn't give up my vacations even if I wanted to, because I'm pretty sure it saves other people besides myself. We'll put it that way. So there we go. All right. All right. Any questions so far? We're good. And then they always have this stuff that kind of starts coming off. You can either just do a little dab of hot glue to help it stay there, or cut them off, whichever. Vicki, you say you wish. My question would be, if you could go on vacation, where would you go then? That would be the question. All right. So there's our tree. All right. And I'm actually going to put this off to the side. Then we're going to go back to our cup. So when I went to my thrift stores a couple weeks ago, you're going to message me after this. Oh no, what do you want? I didn't do it, I promise. When I went to my thrift store the other day, sometimes those are the best vacations. I keep joking to my son that if he keeps giving me a hard time, I'm going to go to Disney without him. He doesn't seem to like that idea. But so I went to my thrift stores a couple weeks ago, and I did some shopping. I told y'all, I showed you the pictures of the one thrift store that I go to. Nothing bad. Okay. The one thrift store that I go to. And I picked up some bags. And I like this one because you had the big Merry Christmas. But on the other side, see how I already cut it off, it had this nice, pretty, shiny Merry Christmas. So I was like, you know what? I like that. I'm going to use it. How many people decoupage to Europe? We haven't gone out of the country yet, and I was just talking to my son because he doesn't want to fly. We usually drive to Florida. I drive to Florida from Maryland every year that we go. We usually stay the night going down. We stay the night in Georgia. Coming up, we either drive straight or we stay the night in like North Carolina. But I keep trying to convince him to let me take him on a plane, but he's not willing yet. So has anybody done any decoupaging? If you haven't, I'm going to tell you now, everything that I do, I've learned watching YouTube videos. I'm not a decoupager. I don't even use Mod Podge. I like using the glue sticks. I was like, what are these things called? So no, I wasn't froze then. I just couldn't remember the name of them. Glue sticks. So I'm going to do glue sticks all over the back. The reason why I like using glue sticks, and I use the glue sticks when I do like my pizza pan crafts and stuff like that, because Mod Podge to me, depending on what I'm putting it on, will wrinkle, and I don't want it to wrinkle. And I find that using the glue stick doesn't wrinkle. Do you want to say hi? Just go ahead and say hi.
Hi.
He's walking around, but he's not going to come on video right now because he's ready for bed. But he said hi, and he will be ready for his live tomorrow. He's peeking around, so. All right, so I've put some glue all on the back of it. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take my cup. And this is my front, and I'm going to put it on here. Try to do it as even as possible. I know you can't see what I'm doing, but I have not mastered the working and looking in the camera at the same time. Can't do it. And then I will probably go back over this later with Mod Podge because I want to add some sparkle to the cup, but I'm not going to do that tonight because I want everything to kind of get some dry time in. So here's a Merry Christmas. I keep telling everybody we need to have like a big giant meet and greet, but we'd have to figure out some place like centrally for all of us to meet. Go ahead. He's gonna, oh, gotta come out a little bit more. There's his peace sign. He's saying hi to everybody. Okay, go ahead.
It's my hi sign.
That's his hi sign, he said to everybody. So what you could also do is if you have a Cricut, which I don't, and actually, matter of fact, this is a little Cricut right now. If you have a Cricut, you could print out something to put on. I haven't jumped on that ship yet. Let me fix this because it's going to drive me crazy, especially if it dries and then I have to fix it. I haven't jumped on the Cricut wagon yet. I keep saying that's one of those rabbit holes that I want to. Oklahoma is central. You sure that's central? I don't know. All right. Is there anything to do in Oklahoma? I mean, I know there's a song about it, but is there anything to really do in Oklahoma? All right, so now we have that on. Like I said, I will probably go over the whole thing later with Mod Podge because I'm feeling like I want to diamond dust my cup. I don't know yet. I'm waiting to see.
By the way, if she didn't tell you, that handle is actually made out of a Hot Wheels track.
Yes, they know. I've put it all together for them. All right.
It's still crazy how you made that thing, though.
He said it's crazy how I made that out of a Hot Wheels track, right?
But I do have something to say with you.
What? Yeah, I don't understand that. Just wait until I'm done, okay?
Okay button.
Okay. All right. I can't because I'm on the phone. All right. So.
Can I at least watch what you're doing?
Yes. Go ahead. You can sit and watch. Pull the chair out. That's fine. You can pull that chair out.
Oh. Here. I didn't see the chair.
So you have the silhouette from 4 Christmas ago that you've never touched. Well, and that's why I haven't bought one, because like for the crafts that I would use it for, they're far less than like everything else. So it's like I try to find alternative ways. I'm going to give you all a tip, and I will show you at another time. I can't show you now. And Dollar Tree has rub-on letters. They come in different designs. I've seen them in black and gold. They're wonderful. I use them. I've even used them on glass. They'll rub on the glass.
You know, it's funny how I'm just like the one person audience that's actually sitting right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it kind of feels weird.
Okay. The rub-on letters are awesome. They work great. So if you need something to use to put lettering on them, I recommend those.
Recommend what?
The rub-on letters.
Rebel? Letters?
I don't have them right now. I told them.
Oh.
Okay, so now we have our Merry Christmas on there. The Merry Christmas bag, I actually got it out of a thrift store. Let me see if it says. It was, the sticker that's on it reminds me of like Dollar General or Family Dollar. So that's probably where, but like I said, I got it at a thrift store for 50 cents.
It actually kind of does, actually.
Yeah, it does. It's definitely, like I said, I think it's either Dollar General or Family Dollar is that kind of sticker that they use. But like I said, I got it at a thrift store for 50 cents for the bag, so you can't beat that. If you have a thrift store or something like that around, I definitely recommend going to them. But, you know, always save your bags. Yeah, if I invest in one, I was actually looking at is it the Maker? The one where you can do like wood and leather and all that stuff, so. It could be. I go into all of them because we have a Dollar General. We have Dollar General, Family Dollar, Dollar Tree. And that's all the dollar stores. But I know there's like Dollarama and there's all kinds of dollar stores.
Dollarama?
Not around here, but yeah, there's Dollaramas. I think they're more West Coast, I believe.
Huh?
All right, so we have our tree. Now we are going to add our tree to our cup. Our cup is basically going to be... Why are you laughing at me?
Why did you say cup like that?
I don't know. Our cup is basically going to be like our tree skirt.
It also really feels like it's like Christmas time with you holding that thing.
I know. It's all the Christmas stuff definitely makes it feel like Christmas time. So we're going to just set it in the middle and just push it in there. And there you go.
It honestly looks like a plant coming out of the ground like that.
All right, so now we have our tree and our big cup.
The tree.
Right? I mean, you can't. It's so cute, right? But
Not even cute, but beautiful.
oh, thank you. But I've been to Hobby Lobby,
Here comes
and
the good part.
we have these cute gingerbread ornaments. Because what else would you do with a cup with a tree in it other than some gingerbread ornaments?
We also are planning to do another craft with using some of these other type of things.
I told them they have to come watch yours tomorrow. Okay.
There's a little one that just fell out of the container. Oh.
All right. So you're just going to decorate it like you would your normal tree. I know. It's so big that, I could keep it here and not that you have to see me, not that you have to look at me. I'll just, do this. But I figured some of y'all might want to see I did do my eye makeup. It is a little cute today, so.
Seriously. Are you just trying to brag?
All right. No, I'm not bragging, honey. So we'll just add some ornaments. And of course, if they're too long, just like, ornaments on your tree, you can cut them off, move them around, do whatever you need to.
Wait a minute. Does that mean they'll be able to, move them around?
Yep.
That's kind of like a cool feature that you've never done on any other of your crafts.
Right. That's why I said it's customizable. You can do it however you want. I don't want to put too much on the front. Let's hear. We got a couple in the back. I know y'all can't see the back, but I feel like if I'm going to do it, I need to do it all. I know. I told her I need Uli to put some of those earrings and necklaces in her Etsy shop because I'm pretty sure there was quite a few people on her live that would like to get some of those. Me being one of them. Right here. This. Here. This woman right here would buy some.
The woman with the cat ears.
Yes. The woman with the cat ears. This one right here. So you can keep decorating. Like I said, I've got some of these. And I found these.
I feel like I'm just going to raise my hand when I want to say something.
At the Dollar Tree. Aren't they adorable? And they would look so cute on this because they're the red and white. Right?
Mm-hmm.
But, yes, my child needs to ask a question.
Is there going to be a star on this thing? Because if there isn't, it's just going to seem wrong.
No star. Just wait.
What?
There's going to be a topper. It's just not going to be a star.
Wait, is it going to be like one of those angel things like we have?
No, we don't have an angel thing.
Yes, we do.
We have a star. My mom has an angel.
Oh, right.
All right, so if you haven't been to your Dollar Tree lately, run, don't walk. I'm telling you. Wait till I show you. Let me put my glue stick away because it'll dry out. Nothing worse than going to use your glue stick and it's being dry.
Agreed. Happened to me at school once. I accidentally left it open.
Right. Always got to close your glue. They have these cute ribbon lights.
Wait, can you show them to me a bit?
You see
Because
them?
I kind of can't really see.
Oh, I'm getting ready to take them out. So we have these. You haven't seen them.
They kind of look like a bit of like a neonish. Well, the green, not really the red.
So if you look at these, they're just like the same rope light that they have.
Wait, can I feel it?
Let me undo it and then you can see it.
Okay.
But they're ribbon. And of course, I'm out of AA batteries. But I mean, how cute is that? And you could wrap that around if you wanted to give it some lights. Right? These adorable.
You sound like you're doing an ASMR video.
I'm doing an ASMR video.
Seriously.
You said it, see? This is why I act this way. He is my biggest hype man, I tell you.
What?
Then, the other one that they had, I've already taken out of the box. These candy cane lights.
they aren't really in the shape of a candy cane.
It's the red and white spiral twisty candy cane.
AKA peppermint.
Like, isn't that cute? Okay, we're gonna have to put that on there because I love that light.
Honestly, for the first time in my life, I'm saying this, yes. Yes, it is cute.
Look at this. I know, you're supposed to put lights on before the ornaments, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to put lights on. But, I mean, I love these. They're so cute. And for $1, like, you can't beat that. And then I'm going to kind of put this up here so that way it's not going into our whipped topping.
Talk about all the good stuff at the expensive places.
But look, isn't that cute? Yes, the candy cane lights. I love them. Like, you can't. They're just adorable.
When did you get these things?
Oh
gosh.
Yesterday? Day before?
I got it.
Alright, so of course it wouldn't be...
Wait a minute. This hole is so small.
A
if
Christmas
you can actually
tree.
see it, like, this hole is so small.
Christmas tree drink.
Drink.
Without some sparkle on there. I know I should have done that before I stuck the tree in, but...
Honestly, I think the sparkle is going to make a big difference, and... Actually, I think you should add it to the tree, because that will probably make it actually look even better.
To get the sparkle to go on the tree, we would have to put spray adhesive, which I do have some, but it's outside right now, so we're not going to do that.
Oh, I can get it.
No, you can't, because it's put away. All right, so we need a topper, right?
A topper.
All right, so let's put this over here. Hobby Lobby did have really cute, adorable toppers that matched the gingerbread themes. But I didn't want to do the same thing. So I am going to attempt a bow. One of those, you can call it a sassy bow, you can call it a messy bow, whatever.
Wait a minute, did you just say sassy bow?
Sassy bow. Sassy. So I have all these different ribbons that I've gotten, that I've been collecting because I've been hoarding ribbon.
Cue the Among Us theme song.
So I have this pretty, like, silver sparkly. I got this at Walmart. We have some cute little ribbons from Hobby Lobby.
I love how you're using, like, a mixture of, like, every 3-4 stores there is.
This is from Walmart.
They're just like things that are exclusive, but there are also things that are exclusive at the other place.
Right. So each one of these came that like this. It says Merry Christmas from Walmart. They're all, and these are from the Dollar Tree. So they're all from different stores, but if you see, they kind of all go together because that's one of the nice things about Christmas colors. They all kind of go together.
I mean, not all Christmas colors, like that little white you're holding currently.
So I don't think I want that one because it's going to be too thick, but I'm definitely going for the red and white. I think we're going to go with the... this one. I think we're going with these three. That's what I'm feeling right now. It might change. So, how many people know how to make the sassy, messy bows?
What is a bow, actually?
Bow. Like, you know how when you tie your shoe, there's a bow? But these are messy bows, so they're kind of different.
Oh,
Does anybody know how to do messy bows?
Those type of bows. I thought you were talking like a shooty bow or like the. Actually, no, that's called a bow.
Does anybody make messy bows? The one thing that's nice about the messy bows is there's no right or wrong way to make them.
And my question is, why are they called messy bows?
You'll see why they're called messy bows. So, of course, if you're making messy bows, you just kind of stack them crisscrossy way. There's no rhyme or reason for a messy bow. You should kind of get them around the same size, but yeah. They're not my favorite bow to make.
Mom, are you using this one?
No, I'm not going to use that one right now.
Okay, I'm just going to roll it back up so it's...
But like I said, I figured I might as well try it, see how it comes out. So that way, you know what? I know it doesn't come out for other people. I don't feel so bad. But yeah, I usually don't do bows, but for some reason it just felt like it needed a bow. It didn't feel like I wanted a topper on it. But again, that's one of the nice things is you can do whatever you want on it. I'll do a couple more of these.
I rolled it up, and if you just wanted to, oops.
No, you can just put it on that table behind you though, so that way we know where it is when I need it.
Unlike last time where we completely forgot the bones.
No, that's all right. How many people got to see Braden's video on the Jurassic World Park
Gilio dinosaur thing?
Dinosaur cupcakey thing. Not big enough.
And I'm sorry to any of you, but it's sadly not being sold.
No, we're going to keep that one. I love it too much. Matter of fact, it's going in Braden's room. Actually, I think I'm going to add some of this one too. This was from Walmart also. It's a little bit thinner than all the other ones, so I think it'll be good for the last on top.
When the plastic foil is on it, it kind of gives it like a really shiny look.
Mm-hmm.
Probably from the light of this camera right here.
Mm-hmm. Just like the sparkle that's all on the table from the sprinkles that I put on. Not sprinkles, but glitter. Alright, so now we have our little things. And
why are you usually permanently looking down?
Hmm?
Why are you usually permanently looking down and not, like, you barely even look at the camera at all?
Because I'm working, I can't look at that and do this at the same time. I would definitely mess up or cut my finger off. Alright, so with your messy bow, I'm going to use a zip tie for mine.
Oh, I was going to give it to you.
It's alright, I already got one. You could use floral wire, you could do anything. I'm just using a zip tie because I am going to put something on top of it.
And it's cheaper. Wait, does that mean it's more expensive?
It can be. It all just depends.
What?
Alright, so now we have our little messy bow. And see? That's why it's called a messy bow. Because it's just messy.
It's cute.
Mm-hmm. You have your cute little bow. And you could trim the ends and, you know, do
to make them more
ducktail or whatever it is.
Ducktails. Ooh.
But I'm not going to do that.
I mean, when you just said ducktail,
I know.
It just had to come to mind to me.
So then,
I mean, we're both Disney fans. We love to go to Disney.
Yes. So I would just go ahead and bend this top one. Actually, you could if you wanted to, but I don't like that. I'm going to bend that one out of the way, and then we're going to just go ahead and glue that to the top of it. Yes, student, your hand is raised. To glue our little sassy bow, our little messy bow. Messy sassy bow right on top. There you go. So there you have your bow. Which, of course, this thing is so massive, you can barely even see the bow on top. Hold that there a little bit longer. And then I would take...
It's actually true. You can't really see the bow at all. Well, I mean, you can.
On this, you really can't see the bow. And then you could take a little candy or a little gem or whatever and glue right here on top of this if you wanted to.
Or maybe one of these like puffball things.
Or maybe a puffball. You want to give me a puffball?
Yeah, they're kind of hard to get off of these.
All right, do you think we should do a little red one? Or a little white one?
I don't know what to choose.
All right, should we do a little white puffball on top or a little red puffball on top?
This is a poll because we can't actually do polls on Facebook, I believe.
I say a little red one because the tree is white.
But I say a little white one because almost all of the
bows are red. All right, what do you think? Red or white? Little red one or a little white one? Yeah, I don't know. I think the red one stands out more, Brayden. Even though the bows are red. Yeah, definitely red.
I just realized something. Put it on there again.
Oh.
You'll see what I'm talking about in a minute.
Hold on, let me get the little red one cut off. What am I doing? What?
Look, put it on that.
The red one?
Not on the top, but put it down more. Do you see what it looks like?
No, what's it look like?
You know Rudolph's glowing red nose?
Alright, so then you take your little red sparkly puffball and glue that onto the front of your sassy bow. I like sassy. Yeah, I definitely like the red. I think the red definitely pops off of the white, and it brings the red that's down here up. Especially since you have sparkly red here. Now we have some sparkly red on our bow. And of course, I would add more to this, and I definitely will. It doesn't have enough decorations to me. You could even tie some bows from the ribbon onto the tree to do that as well. But that's one of the nice things about a craft like this is this part, the bottom part, is, you know, your base, your starter. This up here, you can do any way you want to, any kind of, whatever your style is, whatever is striking your fancy. If you want it to be, like I said, a green tree with blue and purple ornaments, or if you want the white with silver or gold or green and red.
That sounds nice.
Whatever you want on it, that's what you can do. You can add sprinkles to your drink. You could add a straw to your drink. We have these big, the boba drink straws.
It sounds like Yoda.
That you could add to it if you wanted to. You don't even have to put the tree on it if you don't want to. That's one of the nice things about a craft like this. You're basically meshing two different designs into one, and you can do whatever you want with it.
And I think I just had a new idea for a craft.
He's got a new idea. Well, don't say it. We'll talk about that later, all right?
Okay, yeah, I can't really spoil it for any of you guys.
I hope that you enjoyed this. I really do. Like I said, look, this is massive. This is, I mean, even if you just did the cup for photo shoots or to have as a centerpiece in your drink bar, you could add your frosting to it, your drizzling to it with sprinkles, some marshmallows. I mean, the possibilities are endless. But this is just how I wanted, like I said, I wanted a centerpiece for an extra tree because we don't have, you can't see me, we don't have a whole lot of room here. So doing small trees like this works great for us. So I wanted something that was a small tree that was going to be a statement piece that, you know, people can come in and be like, wow, I've never seen something like that before. And I bet you, y'all have never seen a tree coming out of a drink before. Yes.
It's almost like the size of, like, I wouldn't say a toddler, but a baby at least.
It is definitely about the size of a toddler. Yes, I hope you all try this. Please, please, please. And of course, you know I love when I see you all sharing that you've made these crafts. I've seen so many people have tagged me when they made the brownies. They've tagged me when they've made the snow globes.
You just said share.
Yeah, sharing when they share on the... That's different.
Oh.
They're sharing what they've made in the groups. I love when you all show me those things. I love seeing when you've recreated them. So I hope that you all recreate this one. Don't forget to come join us tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where Braden will be making his craft. Don't forget to sprinkle. If you're catching the replay, of course, #replay.
By the way, I didn't know you said like that. I meant you might said like that. How you said like the replay thing.
Gotcha. Yeah.
No, not replay. Sharing.
The sharing thing,
their
right.
thing.
Right. Sharing, when you share in a group is one thing. When you're sprinkling, that's a different thing. So yes, please don't forget. Also, probably in about, it is now the first week of November. So probably in about 2 weeks, I will be doing a live sale. We have so much stuff. Please, if you are interested in purchasing something, go check out my Etsy page. I will try to get the YouTube video up as soon as possible because I want to get it up. And I hope you all enjoy the rest of your night. Again, please, 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 if you make this, I want to see it. I hope you all enjoyed it.
Check out our YouTube channel.
Yes, check out our YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Hit the like button and the bell so you can see the upcoming notifications. You have a good night, and I hope we get to see you tomorrow.
Also,
bye.
Also, literally, there's only a small percentage of people subscribed. So, like, we're literally that new. Seriously.
Have a good night.